Hi everybody, this is my top 10 cancer fighting supplies list. So my name is Michelle, this is my channel. I document my journey with stage 3 triple negative breast cancer and subsequently adrenal insufficiency, which was a side effect of immunotherapy, and anything else I might find interesting. So right now, this list is my top 10 things that I found most helpful during my cancer journey. I just wanted to say, this list is a good starting point to make an Amazon wish list. If you're just starting your cancer journey, it's a good idea to make a wish list on Amazon because you're going to have friends and family and coworkers ask you how they can help. And if you have a list of things that maybe will be helpful to you during your cancer fight or will just be comforting or even just things that you want or need, it's good to have an Amazon wish list. And somebody told me that right at the beginning of this. And I did find it extremely helpful because I could always just say, hey, I put some stuff on my Amazon wish list if anybody wants to help. And people did. So do that. And all of the products I list in my top 10 list here will be linked below. So you can find all these items somewhere on the internet. If it's Amazon, I will have an Amazon link, but a few of the items are not Amazon, are not on Amazon. So I'll be linking to those direct websites. Thanks. Okay, so my top 10 cancer supplies list is going to start with number 10, and I think that is books. I found, especially at the beginning of my journey, having books that helped me kind of teach me what I could do myself to kind of help my body fight this cancer in addition to the treatments. And so I looked for books that I thought would be helpful. So Any Way You Can by Dr. Boz, definitely a very good inspirational book and talks a lot about diet, but all of these talk about diet. A Metabolic Approach to Cancer, and As If Your Life Depends on It. So those were my three kind of top books at the beginning of this. Number 9 is a button-down shirt that allows them to access your port. And so this is one of my button-down shirts. It was very easy to just unbutton that top button so that they could easily access the port, which was right around in this area. It's not there anymore, it's all gone. But that button-down shirts, this was a kind of a thermally warm, cozy shirt on Amazon, and I will link to that below as well. I had a short sleeve one as well for when it was warmer, and I had a couple of other just regular button-down shirts. So that's number 9. Here is that shirt. This is the picture on Amazon of that same shirt I just showed you. Here is a short sleeve shirt that's a lightweight short sleeve button-down shirt. And here's one specifically designed for chemo. So I'll link to this as well. I never got this shirt, but it does have little zippers on both sides for a port. Number 8 is Susie pads, and I don't still have them because I've donated them back to my cancer center, but the Susie pads, I will post a picture here. Here's a photo of me wearing the Susie pads at treatment on my hands and my feet. And here's the picture from the Amazon listing of both the booties, mittens, and the ice packs. They are the cold packs. Basically, it's ice packs for your hands and your feet that you would use during Taxol specifically that would help with neuropathy. So I do feel like the Susie pads were something I used every week during the Taxol 12-week regimen, and that was definitely on my list. So that's number 8. Number 7 is comfortable bras. So if you do have surgery, whether it's a mastectomy, single or double, or a lumpectomy or breast reduction or partial mastectomy, whatever they're calling it, you will need some compression bras. They will give you 1 or 2 bras at the surgery center or the hospital. But after that, I looked for something comfortable. And so I had a few recommendations on, I did a video specifically about bras. The compression bras that they gave me were, one of them zipped up, one of them had Velcro, which the Velcro was kind of annoying, but they did recommend getting something off of Amazon with a zipper. So I got a 3-pack of these bras from Amazon that zip up the front. They're made out of nylon though, or yeah, I think it's nylon. And so I don't really like the texture, but they're certainly very convenient. This is the picture from the Amazon listing for that 3-pack. Certainly as I was recovering and I still had scarring and during radiation especially, I found this nursing bra on Amazon, and I will link to this below, that's made out of cotton. You do put it on over your head, but it's got there's not really a thick seam there. There's a little seam. I actually wore it inside out during radiation when I started to get kind of some irritation underneath, and but this was the most comfortable for sure during that time. And here is the photo from the Amazon listing for that nursing bra. Okay, number 6 is skincare. And so I do have a whole video on all of the skincare products I used, but just some highlights. My absolute favorite, my cannot live without, the thing I think saved my skin during radiation was the Rocasa Organics Skin Soothe Cream. And so this is my main product. Some honorable mentions also in the Rocasa line are the lymphatic cream and lotion, the nerve cream, nerve pain salve. That was helpful as I was recovering from surgery, especially when I got that drain taken out from the axilla. That was helpful. The detox mask, I used that a lot during chemo, and the after sun spray. If I was at the beginning of radiation again, I would probably order the after sun balm or salve. I think it's called balm. And it's more of a salve, kind of a creamy texture, and you can apply that kind of liberally. And I used, again, the Skin Soothe. They have a Skin Soothe body wash as well, which I have never tried, but you know, I probably kind of get more of the line to kind of experiment with, but I think the After Sun Balm would be really good for radiation as well. So those are kind of some honorable mentions. And also along the same lines as skincare honorable mentions, sunscreen. I loved I'm unrolling this so you can see what it is, but it's the Sky and Soul tallow-based SPF 50 sunscreen. It was very light, it absorbed well, it didn't leave any greasy texture or white cast, and it did what it needed to do. And then of course lip balm. I had several selections, several varieties of lip balm. This one was made by a friend of mine. This one is a Rocasa lip balm. This one is, I think I got it at Whole Foods, Earth's Daughter lip balm. There's a Burt's Bees one, the moisturizing one with the silver label. So lip balms as well were a big thing. I had a lot of dry skin and dry mouth and everything, so we'll just call those honorable mentions, but lump it all together as skincare. Oh, this was the other thing, was the Hello Bello. That was the other one. This is what I brought with me. I didn't want to bring the glass jars of the Rocasa stuff with me to radiation, so I brought this and applied it after every radiation treatment right there in the office before I put my clothes back on. So Hello Bello, I'll link to that below as well. Okay, and there will be a link to Rocasa. That's to their direct website. I'm not an affiliate with them, but I think their products are wonderful. Okay, water bottles is number 5. And so water bottles, you want to have something to bring with you to chemo. I brought this 40-ounce Stanley cup with me to chemo every single week, and I would bring it full, and then I would fill it again before I left. And so I would make sure to get in 80 ounces of water with electrolytes in it every chemo day. Now that I'm done with active treatment, I do have a water bottle I still bring with me everywhere I go. Usually fill this up and put electrolytes in this 16-ounce, 18-ounce bottle. So water bottles is number 5. And to go along with those water bottles, electrolytes. And so for those of you who have been following along, you know that I love Element electrolytes. That's what I use and what I have since the beginning. I like the raw, unflavored version. This is just sodium, magnesium, and potassium. And so this replenishes electrolytes that your body kind of burns through. And so when I first started drinking this raw unflavored, if I put it in a regular, like a 16-ounce water bottle, it would taste very salty, almost like, to me, it tasted like ocean water. But now I love it in the 16-ounce. But when I started, this 40-ounce diluted this just right that you barely would get a hint of saltiness, and it was excellent at that time. I'd fill this up like to here with ice, put the electrolytes in it and fill it with water, and that was just easy to drink. When I hit the second stage of chemo, this started to taste metallic. I think everything started to taste metallic when I did the adriamycin and Cytoxin. So I moved to flavored. And so the flavored ones have those same ratios: 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium, but also have stevia leaf extract. Some of them has citric acid, and they have natural flavors. This is still one of the cleanest brands out there. There is raspberry salt, grapefruit salt, citrus salt, orange salt, watermelon salt, chocolate salt, and there's a chili lime one too mango chili that I don't particularly care for, but you can get this free sample pack if you click my link below. I am not an affiliate with them. I don't get any money from them. If you place an order, I don't know what the minimum order is for this, but I get a free box once in a while when someone places an order. But you get a free sample pack if you use that link, so I will include that. I also highly recommend the lemonade. It is delicious, in my opinion. So number 4 is electrolytes. Wanted to mention that lemonade is for a limited time only, so you want to order that. Okay, number 3. Getting close. Number 3 is the chemo caps. And so I have, a couple of different patterns here, but these are all the same. They have this like elastic in the inside. It was really easy to just put them on, oops, that was like inside out. To put them on over my head and adjust them. And when my head was, had no hair there, you would think you would want it to be warm, but really you wanted something lightweight that just didn't put a lot of extra weight and make your head sweat. And so I love these. They're lightweight. They're super soft. It's like t-shirt material, but a little bit stretchy. And I love these. And I'll put a picture here of what it looked like without hair underneath it. And here's what I looked like bald wearing one of the beanies. Number 2 is a chemo bag. So a bag that will fit all of the stuff to bring in. This was the one that I used. There's one very similar to this on Amazon now. This one is not on Amazon any longer. That's where we got it from. It was actually on my Amazon wish list, and my mom bought it for me. I think it's really cute. It has like an outside pocket for things that I need to grab quick, like my ID or some cash or lip balm. And then the inside was big enough that it fit the books that I brought with me, extra electrolyte packets, my little lunch box, which was a cooler lunch box that I had the Susie pads in, but also my lunch. So everything fit into one bag that I could bring with me instead of having to carry multiple bags. So a good chemo bag that will hold everything, I think, is important for everybody going to chemo. You're going to be there for half the day, so you may as well have everything you could possibly need in one place. Okay, before we get to number 1, a quick recap. Number 10 is some good books. Number 9 is a button-down shirt that allows for easy access for the port. Number 8 is the Susie pads to put on your hands and feet to help prevent neuropathy. Number 7 is a good, soft, comfortable bra for healing from surgery and radiation. Number 6, some good skincare, specifically Rocasa Skin Soothe Cream, which I think was awesome. Number 5, a good water bottle that's going to keep you drinking, and that goes hand in hand with number 4, which is electrolytes. Number 3, the chemo caps that are comfortable, lightweight, and soft. Number 2 is the chemo bag. to carry everything with you. And the number one most helpful and important thing is a journal. This was the journal that I had at the beginning, and I liked it so much. I actually got another one to continue keeping track of all of my doctor's appointments, everything I eat, all of my symptoms. This has allowed me to realize which foods actually cause some inflammatory symptoms for me. You can see that I've actually, this is like the weekly thing. I've split this into like treatments or appointments or anything is on one side of it. And if I have, actually wrote down like when I had a shower. Here's a close-up of one of those pages during treatment, and you can see I'm actually tracking my glucose and ketones and my GKI to track ketosis along with the food I was eating. Nowadays, I'll also actually put there like the number of steps in a day. So in the middle is the food that I eat. All of the food that I eat, I keep track of. And then on the other side here are all of my meds and supplements. And so I keep track of which supplements I take on which days. And the day before that is the same week that actually keeps track of symptoms. I also have important things. These are the supplements that I'm on for this week, but not taking them all every day. Any doctor's appointments are listed there. Questions to ask, and these actually come with like stickers that remind you to take for doctor's appointments, little motivational stickers. Each month there's a summary as well. I just love this book. I think it's wonderful. I will link to this one. This one you actually write the dates in because everybody's starting on a different day of their cancer journey. You're starting on the day that you're diagnosed. And so, it's not gonna necessarily be at the beginning of the year. So you can write down your own dates in here. And so this has been such a helpful book that I've continued. I'm looking into next year actually getting one, on the first day. This one will go to October. And so I actually added one to my wish list today that is a little bit less sarcastic. And it goes from like August and then through 2026. And so it has 2026 plus a few months. And so I think that I can then transition to one that's already got the dates in it, so I don't have to at least write all that stuff. But a good journal, keep track of your appointments, the questions you have for the doctors, because you can write them ahead in the section for the week that you have your appointments. You can keep track of what you're eating and then how you feel, and you might notice that certain things you're eating make you feel awful or give you a headache or cause lymphedema to swell, and so that allows you to adjust your diet and live your best life. So that's my top 10 list. Let me know what you think. If you're in this battle as well, leave a comment below if I forgot something. These were kind of the top 10 things that I narrowed it down to, and I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Have a great day.